today's video is going to be about the Toyota Avalon, specifically the Avalon sedan of this new generation from 2018 up. And why I think in the long run it will fail. I have a lot of evidence, and I've really, in this video, and it's a great sedan. Toyota's put a lot of time, effort, and money into keeping it relevant, keeping it modern, and keeping it attractive to new car, especially sedan buyers in this segment, the full-size sedan. But today's video is mostly going to be why I think in the long run the Avalon will fail. So let's get into the video. So first bit of information, first bit I want to talk about is the sales numbers. Now the sales numbers tell a lot. So the sales in 2017 were 32,000 for the whole year of every Avalon, every trim model. 2018, 33,000, and 2019, 27,000. Now these are pretty strong numbers compared to other large sedans in the segment, like the Chrysler 300, the old Ford Taurus, the Chevrolet Impala. The concerning bit is the sales are down. How long can Toyota sustain the downward trend, especially the whole market in general? Sedan sales are down drastically. Companies are cutting their sedans left and right. Ford has done it, Chevy has done it, GM has done it. A lot of people are giving up on sedans. And how long can... now, one bit of information is a lot of those companies, like the Ford Taurus, a lot of companies like Ford that produced the Taurus, the Chrysler 300, they haven't updated their sedans. That's why they ultimately had to get killed off. People weren't buying them because they weren't changing it. Toyota is doing a great job with keeping the Avalon relevant, adding sport models like the TRD, the Nightshade Edition, adding luxury models like the Touring, the XLE, the XLE Hybrid. Toyota's doing a good job with updating it, updating the styling. Now the powertrain has stayed the same, but updating the styling, updating the look and feel of the Avalon and the interior and the exterior. So that's why Toyota has the leg up, especially in this segment, and why I think the next couple of years the Avalon will sell good, but ultimately will be on a downward trend. Okay, so right now I have some hard numbers for you. I got from the New York Times. They did a research right now as of 2019, 47.4% of U.S. sales were SUVs, and 22.1%, around 22%, were sedans. Now that number is, you think, okay, maybe it's a trend, maybe it's a fad, maybe it's going to go back to sedans. It's not the case. Predictions right now, 78% SUV sales in 2025, and that's compared to 72% right now. So the SUV segment's just going to continue to grow. It's just going to continue to get bigger. And, you look at other companies who are axing their sedans. Now, obviously, Toyota has really put a big effort onto their sedans. You see that with constantly updating the models, putting luxury, sport trims, making them exciting. That's great, and I really think Toyota, they're doing a great job. I love sedans. I'm happy they're doing it. I'm happy they're focusing on it. I know that's their plan. I know people are going to write down in the comments, well, they're keeping it because they know they do sedans like the Camry, the Avalon sell well. The Camry's untouchable. I know that. The Corolla's pretty much untouchable. But how much longer are you going to keep the Avalon afloat? I rarely see the new generations around. I rarely see them on the road. Just in my area. I'm not saying that's the whole country, but in my area. And just looking at the numbers, I mean, the average buyer is 66. I know they're trying to target a younger audience with the TRD, with the Touring, with the Nightshade Edition. They're trying to target that younger audience. But younger people are buying SUVs. I I love sedans, and I'll continue to buy sedans. But younger people are going, especially women. Women are going towards SUVs. So to try to target, with the Nightshade Edition Avalon, are they really going to get young people to buy Avalons? I'm not sure, because a lot of people are going to, the Kia Telluride, all these SUVs that compare the Highlander, especially the new Highlander XSE, which I went over in the last video. I'll have a link in the description with that. The Highlander XSE is a really good-looking SUV. No power changes, but a really good-looking SUV, aggressive, modern. So another bit of information I want to bring up was the average Avalon buyer's age. Toyota came out with this information 2019. I'm guessing it hasn't changed for 2020. The average age of an Avalon buyer is around 66 years old. Now, people in this segment still like traditional large sedans because of their age. They grew up, sedans were a lot more popular, but they still, venture towards that. A lot of the sales of the Avalon when you go to Toyota dealerships are XLE and XSEs, or not even really XSEs. You mostly see XLE and XLE hybrid, the luxury focused models. I rarely ever see a Touring. The TRDs are very hard to come by, even though you're seeing them more popular on Toyota dealership lots now. The Tourings are very hard to find. They don't sell many of them. They don't sell many of the TRDs. They mostly sell the XLE and the XLE hybrid. So why is ultimately going back, why is the buyer's age of 66, the average age of an Avalon buyer is 66, why is that important? So this age group right now is actually moving. If you look at the data, this age group is actually moving to SUVs, specifically smaller to mid-size SUVs like the CRV, the RAV4. The RAV4 lineup is really exciting right now with sport models, with the Prime. The RAV4 Prime is really cool with the electric and the gas, and it's actually pretty fast, 302 horsepower on that. Ultimately, people right now, the shift, and I have some numbers which I'm going to read off to you in a second, but people are shifting to SUVs. I don't specifically get the trend. I love sedans. I like the way they drive. I like the way they look. People are moving, I think, to SUVs, especially in this segment, 66, 65, 60, people later in life are looking for a little bit more ride height, which you get with an SUV. Comfort, okay, but also safety. You're a little safer when you're higher up, when you're around a bigger boxier body. So that's another reason I think eventually Avalon sales will dip below what Toyota's willing to, ultimately keep it going. If you guys think I'm wrong, if you think I'm right, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to have a lot more videos on Toyota, Lexus products. If you guys want me to focus on other brands, let me know. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next video.